Hello everyone. Today. So, this right here is the Rev3, Motion Pro Rev3 throttle, right? Now, I'm gonna actually grab the camera and show y'all, but I just want to show y'all this shit is so fucking tricky. Like, even how they got the box is fucking tricky. Look at this shit. This ain't originally how it was packaged, but let me get y'all in the box. So I got two grips, right? So it seems like the inner diameter of the grips are the same. It comes with the throttle tube, which the throttle tube itself has like a hex end that kind of clips in. Let me take these off. I just had them on here lined up just to see what the fuck the difference was. But with the kit that I got, this is the road race kit, so it comes with the orange one mainly, and then the other ones are just spares, right? But you got one side that's loose when you try to put it in, and then the other side it clicks in, right? So that's the side that you want to use. Now I'm actually getting ready to install it on there because I have my carb for the bike. Now the carb that I'm going to be running on this bike is a FCR 28 with a push-pull throttle setup. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. So just give me a moment. I'm going to get myself set up and I'm going to install that. Alright, so the install should be pretty fucking simple. Only thing you really need is a 4 Allen, right? If you're using just the Allen, you don't need a ratchet, but if you're using a socket, ratchet. That's strictly for this part. You're going to need you some type of lube for your throttle cables. You don't want to go in dry. Never forget, don't go in dry. Right? So what I'm going to do is, before I go to install anything, pull this out, and I'm gonna do it the ghetto way, honestly, because I don't have the luber with me. Well, I didn't buy the luber, I should say. So, but it should be kind of easy because this side I could just spray it right in. Right? And then work it through. Just work it through, that's all. Till I see it dripping. Once I see it dripping, I know I'm set. Don't forget to lube though. That's definitely how you go through throttle cables. So boom, as soon as you're done lubing the cables, right? What you do is, whichever spool you're gonna run with, remember how I said one side the cam is loose, other side the cam is tight? Make sure you're on the tight side. You lock it in. Right? You don't want it to move. Now, what I will say is, all the cams are offset. I'm gonna pop this off. Now, what I ended up doing was just to see, I had them all lined up perfectly. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna show y'all, because there's a difference in them. Okay, so what you'll notice is I have everything centered as far as it goes with how these line up, right? And just make sure I put them all correct. Now, what you'll see is the position in which I believe this is the pull cable side, and I believe this is the push cable, right? So, for starters, the position in which the cable is lined up, right? Now, as far as I can see, the most minute change is going to be between the road race and I think the red is a 45 millimeter, right? Now, if you look at the opposite side of the cable, right? You can actually see that the black one is actually deeper than the yellow one as far as the grooves in which the cable goes into. I can't even reach my nail into this one, but this one, my nail taps right there. They also, that hole that's right there, if you can see it, is not aligned the same through all of them. So there's some type of misalignment as far as like each of them goes. And obviously this end, they're all located in different spots. So you got the 50, you got the road race cam, which is the RR. You got the 45, which is the red. You got the 40, which is the blue. And then the 35, which is the black. Like I said, I'm going to be running the road race, which is the orange one. So, put this together. Once again, make sure it snaps on. Right? Now, you want to get the cables in. So, if it's like this, put the cable on. Right, just make sure that you got the cables correct. So see, I got it the wrong way. So I got to turn them around actually. Because from what I looked into, read, and seen, this is supposed to be near the bottom, this little notch, right? So what you do is, I gotta take my bar end off. So if you have a bar end, don't forget you have a bar end and take it off. But let me grab my 5 real quick because I got my 4 right here. All right. Pull the bar end off, right? Put the tube on. Now, I would put the bar end back on, but I gotta put the grip on. So, I'm not gonna do that yet. Separate this. Okay. Alright. This is what this looks like. Alright. So, the bottom of the cam goes in this part. Everything else sits at the top. I got it on the wrong way. So from what I've read, you want to put some grease in here too, on at least where the cable's going to be. So let me grab this grease. Let me just spray some grease in there. Call it a day. Okay. Put the bolts in. Stop dropping them. Okay. Now, here's the thing, right? You can orientate this however you want. You don't have to put it up top. Some people put it up top. I don't know how I'm gonna have it orientated yet, only because I got a new master cylinder coming in. As you can clearly see, I don't have on the stock controls for this bike. So I'm just waiting on some more handlebar things to come in before I you know, fully piece this together. But I do kind of want to figure out where I'm gonna like route it all. Now, with that being said, I think it'll be pretty good right there. How I kind of really want to have it is I want the Motion Pro facing out, so the throttle cables actually come out like back here type, and then you see the Motion Pro. That's kind of how I really want it, but I gotta wait to see how my other master cylinder is gonna be. This one I just got on for the moment just because, like I said, I'm waiting on parts. But yeah, I mainly do want the Motion Pro facing down. Now, after that, you take your cables and you route them somewhere out the way. Well, not out the way necessarily, but let me put this camera back down. So, I haven't spoken on it yet, but I do have a quick release trellis. I don't know who else has a quick release trellis on their clone, but I do. Now, yeah, it really just depends on the location in which I'm actually gonna have them. I don't know if I'm gonna have it going down or up here, but oh yeah, this is gonna work perfect. This is gonna work perfect. So now what I think I'm gonna do is, just because I have the carb, and I have an intake manifold for the carb. This isn't the engine that is going on, but I think I'm gonna mock up everything just to see how it, you know, looks on the bike. So I think I'm gonna end up doing that off camera. Maybe make that a separate video from this one, because it is already kind of long. I don't know how I'm gonna end up editing this one, but for now I think I'm gonna call it with this one. Only thing that's left to do is just install the grips. That's literally it. You put the grips on, and then once everything is set with the carburetor, that's when you do all the adjusting. I'm not gonna do that in this video. I'm gonna wait until the bike is running to figure out all the adjusting. Or I may actually do it, depending. I may actually do it in the next video when I'm actually testing out the carb fitment and everything. I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. But either way, I'm gonna call this video this. And yeah, I honestly look forward to this Motion Pro Rev3. Just being honest, for what I spent on it, I got it from Hard Racing. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was like $180, if I'm remembering correct. $180 to $200. And it's a tunable throttle. A tunable throttle. Let me repeat that. So, you know, I got a whole bunch of tunable shit on this bike. Throttle. I think the carburetor. I'm gonna end up looking into this in the next video when I'm putting the carburetor on. But I may end up being able to, you know, tune it here. My suspension is fully tunable. We're set to fully tunable. My CDI is tunable. Yeah, you know, whatever I can tune, I'm gonna tune on this bitch. But yeah, I'm gonna see y'all in the next video, right? Enjoy y'all bikes.